to lean in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Wild and Out Wednesdays here, while we review the Housewives of Beverly Hills. We know it's been a while. We hope everyone had a great holiday. Happy New Year to all of our viewers, our fam. Cortez, how are you today?
I'm starving. Okay,
Ooh.
I literally just got off work, and LA is we're under fire, literally. But I'm
Oh,
safe.
yeah. Okay.
Listen, this is the thing. I didn't even know this was happening until this morning. Like people was asking me, like, "Are you okay? You okay?" And I was like, "What y'all talking about?" Child, I woke up this morning like, "Damn, something's burning. Something in my house." Literally, it's outside. A whole natural disaster. Didn't even know.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I had to look up this morning because I didn't know why I saw people saying mark themselves safe. I'm like, safe from what, child? What's
Right,
going on?
that's what I'm saying. My friend said, he said, "Are you safe?" I said, "Why wouldn't I be?" I didn't know what was going on. But listen, I'm safe. I'm well. It is crazy outside, but I'm not near the fires. I'm not affected directly, and hopefully they'll get the fires out before it gets to me. I ain't got time for that. No.
All right. And y'all, we are being joined by Chase as well. Oh, here he goes.
Oh,
No
wait.
Chase.
Let me ask a question. Was this square up all the whole time?
No,
No, you just
Oh.
got up there.
you just got put in. We
Okay.
knew.
I saw you move, and I said, "Oh, let me get up."
I told
Oh.
you your text. You know that you were
Okay.
finishing up.
Hey, yeah, I wanted to make sure I watched the whole episode so I could make sure I gave it out right. Oh my God, Cortez, are you okay?
We just talked about that. Yes.
I know, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh. And
No,
Chase,
I'm
how are you,
doing good.
Chase?
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
that's I could say this. Oh,
Hallelujah.
you
Ooh,
know,
baby, I'm telling you.
glory to God. But we all right and we here.
We
So, well, everyone, we are not going to hold back any longer because I know that Chase has some things he needs to say today. I do too, and Cortez does too. So, once again, just be sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Sometimes we have to go off schedule and skip a week, or we go on, or we go off schedule and add some more. So, just make sure you subscribe so you can get the notifications. So, we will start off. There was a bunch of little scenes here and there that I'm not really going to get into. I'm going to get right into Bose on her date with her, somewhat handsome long distance boyfriend, Keely. He's kind of a good looking man in a, you know, everyday kind of way. I think he's handsome. uh,
Did you call him ugly?
huh?
You call him ugly?
No, I feel like he's handsome, but there's nothing like, if I'm scanning a room for like amazing looking people, my eyes wouldn't stop on him. But if I scan the room for ugly people, my eyes not stopping on him either. He's, he's
Boyfriend
just there.
cute.
I think it's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather have someone be just there than, but anyway, so they go to Malibu and they have a professionally arranged picnic on the beach. Now, I don't know about y'all, but despite how kind of beautiful scenery was, it did look kind of cold out there, possibly due to the windy beach environment. Their conversations seemed friendly and cordial, but I don't know about y'all. It lacked like that warmth and chemistry to me. The conversation, it seemed more like a business transaction interaction, like more so like we're together because it makes sense more so than, I want this man, I can't be without him. I want this woman, I can't be without her. Boz gives us a little bit of history in her confessional about their long distance relationship. I'm also going to go into the next scene too because there was not much to recap on that. Was just a 2-in-1. And then Dorit and Erika meet for lunch. What's striking to me, as we've seen and is repeated again in this episode, is that we begin to see that Erika seems to be only one of Dorit's only 2 allies this season. And during their conversation, Dorit opens up about her separation from PK, expressing her concerns about the lack of communication between them, especially they're considering that their 2 kids, are unaware of the situation. Erika offers support, sharing her own experiences, and she keeps telling Dorit it's extremely important, to do self-care during these times. Also, a little bit we see in this scene that Dorit's parents are visiting her, and I tried to see if the mama was talking as much as Dorit because I wanted to see where she get it from, but I didn't see that. So I will start off with you first, Chase. What were your thoughts on these two scenes?
Moi. Yeah, business relationship is where you hit the head on it. It just very, it gives like, it don't even give like Kiana and Greg, where like Kiana's head over heels and Greg is just like, okay, sure. Like, it just gives, hi, nice to meet you. I think I like you. I don't know. Maybe it was because it's their first time filming in front of a camera, and that could be a lot. I'm assuming, being, so affectionate on camera, especially, she has a child that she's thinking of. She's a widow, and in the last relationship, she says, didn't work out that great. So maybe that's what it is. But something about Bose, everything feels like business to me about her and her personality.
I do agree with you there, Chase. I kept thinking to myself watching, I was like, this seems safe for her compared to what she says she went through in her last situation. So maybe she's okay with safe.
After you done had hell, that's what you want, is a little safe after
Hello.
went through hell. Yes.
Anything on Dorito and Erika?
Not yet. You mentioned about the kids. I'm gonna hold off on that until the end of the episode.
The Viper Room.
Yes, I'm gonna wait to the Viper Room.
All right, Cortez.
We all apologize. I've been over here just chomping down.
It's sorry. You've been working.
I'm hungry. Listen, as far as Boz, I like
Boz. Is Boz?
Huh?
What is it? Because I said
Bose, like the speaker.
Bose? Oh shit. Bose, my bad. It's Bose. I thought her little man was like attractive. I didn't think he was, not unattractive.
No, he wasn't.
And what I was most happy to see that, she was dating a black man. So to me, I was like, okay, like, listen, I was already here for it. Cause I just, I don't mind interracial relationships, whatever. But I was excited that she was with a black. Oh, okay. So I thought he looked like somebody that she could date. I could see her with someone way taller, a little bit more chocolate, but whatever. If it looked like business, if it is, if it ain't, whatever. I saw some comments about it being like not long distance. I mean, so LA to San Diego was like 2 hours.
That's long distance.
That is, I mean, it's not like, across the world long distance, but if I can't get to you within like, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, that's long distance.
If you pass 59 minutes, you are long distance.
That's too much for me. An hour?
Over an hour is overnight. But I do know what you mean. It is accessible. So, honestly, that wouldn't be too bad. That's actually pretty feasible to be 2 hours away compared to some relationships. As far as Dorit and the kids, I have the same thing. I would say it for later, how she feels about the kids, because we know Dorit is very dramatic when it comes to her kids. I think kids are definitely kids, but she is just so, everything is, there's kids. And we never really heard her really speak so much about the kids until the robbery situation happened. I feel like she kind of, as they said in the show, what?
It's funny you say that, because I always knew the son's name was Jagger, but when she said Phoenix was doing bad, I was like, well, which was Phoenix?
I didn't even know.
I didn't know her name.
I didn't know her name. I didn't.
You know what's so crazy? And this might be out of bounds, out of pocket, but I remember when she first got on the show, Phoenix couldn't walk, and Phoenix, some children have a harder time walking. So as they're older, I think Phoenix was like 3 or 4 and was like, still crawling. And then like now she's in ballet. Like, so first of all, I'm glad to see that she's walking, but could we get an update that she's walking? Did I miss that?
I'm sure she's walking by now.
Probably with the probably just
like
she said she's doing, was it ballet or karate?
Ballet. Yeah.
So
she was the lead.
Well, she's obviously walking now.
She wasn't no
I think with
lead.
the robbery, she just saw the robbery, just up and started running.
Let me tell you something. That's what it takes. Oh Lord, she was just sitting there right there, just balled up.
What's the lady? Who's she just is a fire. I got to go. Ain't nobody got time for that.
On that floor balled up, and the people busted out. She said, "Oh hell no!"
All right, y'all. So we're gonna move on to the next thing. I got to get my crying tissue
out of
bounds. So we have this scene with Garcelle, and she brought her 2 sons. Her hilariously, and I can say also maybe unfortunately, nicknamed grandson OJ, because maybe you don't want that nickname in California, but
what?
and one of her son's girlfriends to her beach house for a nice family dinner. And I do have to say, it is really nice to see Garcelle's success. Like for those of us who saw her back in her Jamie Foxx days as Fancy and all that, like I never would thought, I would have seen this from her. So it's really nice because it's well deserved. The biggest part of this scene is that we get to see her speak on her relationship with her eldest son, Oliver. And while they're in a great place now, she gives us a recount his history battling addiction, and that heartbreaking moment that he tried to break into her house while she helplessly watched.
Wow.
She relives the moments of how hard it was to give that tough love and let him hit rock bottom so that he could get better. And you could really feel her pain as she spoke. But she does believe that it was that tough love coupled with the birth of OJ that helped him turn his life around. Before I pass it over to you, Cortez, I did want to say I really appreciated this scene because there's a lot of times where what we see of Garcelle is always like the good stuff happening in her life, such as like, her work and her movie stuff. Like I appreciated seeing a raw moment from her. But I will go to you, Cortez.
So I'm glad she shared everything because we've kind of known about this addiction for a while now. And she's been on the show for, is it 4 seasons? I believe maybe.
I want 21, I think, is when she said we saw that one clip. Yeah.
But we know, I think last season we saw Oliver and he also was on Vanderpump Rules and stuff like that. So I'm just happy that she shared. I mean, we just came from seeing, Mary being transplanted by her and her son, who is going through it. Well, who was going through it this year. She was going through it in real time. And then we have Garcelle speaking about it from the past. Now, I'm not knocking stories, but I will say, mighty convenient. Now, about it. That's just me. I wonder why now? Like why now why would she now place that in the story to speak about it versus before? I mean, you can always do it whenever you feel. I just kind of found like why now? I feel like Bravo, I don't know, they have this agenda now, and I think they really are trying to make the Housewives be very transparent more than before. So that's just my piece. But the story did touch me, and I think what I guess I was cleaning up the house when I was listening and watching it. I didn't put two and two together that he was trying to break into the house, but I did understand when she was talking about tough love and things. So it did touch me in a way. But my heart goes out to her, and I'm glad that he's doing okay. And that's pretty much all I got.
He could break into mine.
Oliver?
He could start with a bad dough. Okay, hey.
And Chase?
I echo your sentiments exactly, Danny. Come on, break into my house, and I'll let you in. You don't got to break in. The door is open.
House, come on.
But yeah. So I think maybe because I remember when she first came on, she did discuss him a little bit, and then of course it was like he had moved out. He's raising a family. He had moved to Vegas to work for Vanderpump, so he wasn't really around much. Maybe he's back now. I actually think it may be a soft launch for him to join the new Vanderpump Rules because they're recasting everybody. So maybe this is where he gets in to get on that show because remember she was angling to get him a check over there with Vanderpump. So maybe that may be why he's getting a little focus. But I do remember, of course, her also filming with her other two children and them being relentlessly attacked. So maybe we pull it back so much from them being the focus and then my adult child who may be more equipped to deal with what's going on in reality TV. So maybe that may be also, but here's the thing, right? And I don't know, I'm not accusing Bravo of this, but we've seen Mary Cosby be very open with her struggles with her child. We see Garcelle being open with the struggles of her child. Have we seen any other housewives do that?
And we mean other.
You know what I mean. I'm not trying to be Chase Luther King yet this year, but I can if you need me to. Okay.
They're not like us. But what I will say too is for me, even as Cortez said it while you started speaking, I started thinking about it a little bit. And it almost seemed also like maybe it was a full circle moment. Like here Garcelle is seeing his son at that table in a beach house that she just built. Because she says, who would have ever thought she would have did that? She has one son here, a girlfriend, Oliver, who just years ago they weren't in the best spot. A grandchild, like it could have been almost like a don't tell me where I was. Look at me now.
Pull up the garage now. Let's pull up the garage now.
Yeah, almost like a testimony.
Someone says Tamara, they think, I really don't care nothing about Tamara and her dirty ass son.
I don't care about Renan either. And that cockadoodle foghorn leghorn she had on the runway with Kathy Hilton. All right, so let's move on to a draining scene. So now we have Dorit talking to Bose about her intense 4-hour therapy session with PK. Dorit reveals that PK was just having a ball, just going off in that session, baby, and he expressed the desire for divorce, and it left her feeling blindsided because she said it was her first time hearing that he doesn't want to be married to her, which I don't believe. And she's also shocked because they were just amicable a few weeks ago. Honey, your husband told you he don't want to talk to you every day no more. I don't know how you were blindsided. PK then stormed out of the office and slammed the door. And Dorit says that made her open her eyes as she has to prepare for potential challenges ahead because PK is too unpredictable. Bose then takes this opportunity to bring up the confrontation between Dorit and Camille. She said, what was that all about? And Dorit said, honey, that's been brewing for a long time and was bound to happen. Bose then asks, well, why did Kyle invite her? And Dorit says, baby, Kyle deliberately didn't tell me that Camille was coming. And that she is fed up with Kyle. It sounds like Dorit wants to say goodbye, Kyle. And then Bose, turns around and this where Bose losing me. Is she brings up the comment about that Sutton made to Dorit about her anger and weaponizing that towards Dorit. And you can obviously see that Dorit is eating it up, that she has someone new to fall for all of her, to fool with all of her lies and foolishness. So Dorit is really living in this moment. Chase, what did you think of this scene?
Okay, what happened at the beginning again? Just refresh my memory. I'm sorry.
They started talking about talking about the therapy session with PK.
Yes, PK has been wanting to leave her ass, and she knows it. And stop playing. I would venture to say that a man that fails to get his wife a Mother's Day gift and even wish her happy Mother's Day, told her to quit her belly aching about that robbery. He is out. He's checked out. She knows. I don't understand what she's fighting for. If I was Dorit, I would look at this as an opportunity to get my name in the clear, my finances separated from his, let him live his life. And let me move forward because Dorit is still on the outside somewhat attractive, and she can get a good man if she wants one.
Yeah.
And PK, I don't know if he has the money to buy another woman. You see what I'm saying?
But she still cleans up very well. She can get somebody better looking than PK.
Oh, absolutely.
Again, who would put up with her foolishness?
Absolutely, because if Lisa Hochstein could do it, so could she. Now Bose, right? I'm starting to feel like Bose wants it with Sutton, Big Sutton. I'm gonna say this though. I did go back and watch episode 5 today. That's why I was a few minutes late because I didn't get the chance to watch episode 5. And watching the argument, I will agree that Sutton did weaponize Dorit's trauma against her because it was raising your voice, raising my voice. Well, I'm trying to help you. I don't want to be helped. Or I want to be helped. But is it helpful? I can't help it that you're mad at your life and you're taking it out on me. Okay, maybe, but what? How did we even get there? Like, it went from 0 to 100. So when they called Big Sutton volatile, that's true, y'all. We've seen her. Remember last season, I fought up and down trying to defend her about her meltdown at Magic Mike. Volatile.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chase, on that. I do think she did. I think my issue is, why are you so offended by her, Bose? You don't know Dorit either still.
Because she wants it with Sutton. There's two things that are very true here. She really wants it with Sutton. And also, we all know that Kyle gets the girls to do her dirty work. And that's why Camille came on. They barely had a microphone pack on her. She got chewed up and spit out and thrown back out. Yeah, so Dorit is right. So I'm not on team anybody, but they do have points. However, I just feel like Sutton, I mean, what's her name? Bose wants it with Sutton, and I'm not quite sure why, unless she's doing the dirty work because she is all in with Dorit and really hasn't gotten a chance to know anybody
They
else.
don't seem genuine, but
It doesn't.
Tez.
So I don't really have an issue with any of the things that are happening. Like at one point, I was like, we talked about it early in the season that we feel like Bose should like, we like her because she can be friends with Dorit. That's fine. Coming with an open mind, right? What I don't really see her doing is really trying to get to know other ladies. And we've already heard Garcelle say, or was it Sutton? And one of them said when they went on their trip about like they felt like Dorit is hogging Bose. What's up with Bose? I'm sorry.
Both.
Bozomas, Bozomas, or Bose.
I feel like it's a bit of both. I feel like Bose is trying to make sure that she gets everything out to Bose to where she can basically align herself with her. And Bose is kind of like not really trying to get to know anybody else. Like I see some comments about her saying like, why did she invite Camille? I think that's a valid question. I don't see any issue with that. About the weaponizing, that was very true. I didn't watch the episode until early today too, and I felt like that was kind of like, whoa, sudden. To Dorit, honestly, whether you like her or not, I like Sutton, but that was like kind of like she did go from 0 to 100 really quickly. And personally, I just want Bose to really try to get some other people, but it doesn't seem like she will. And it's kind of like we're getting a repeat of Annabelle with Kyle.
And you know what else? I think it just lends to her professional background, like very much. Okay, I work at Netflix, so blockbuster. You get what I'm saying? Like it's Team Netflix, and we're taking it all the
All
way.
the way and just.
You get what I mean? And so like I met Dorit, we hit it off. Is this the scene where she says Dorit likes to talk? I like to listen. Is that the scene?
What do you mean?
I don't remember.
Remember she was saying, Dorit likes to talk. I like to listen. It's a match made in heaven.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not. You, in the words of Caroline Manzo, that's not going to last. It's not going to last. It's not going to last. If Bose comes back and Dorit comes back, eventually it's going to grate on her nerves because she's going to realize it was all one-sided and self-serving. And hopefully she goes back and does a watch because I don't think Bose really did watch it before she joined. And Bose is not an idiot. So when she sees what we've called out, consistently microaggressive, and then sees how Dorit pounced on her in that friendship, it was twofold. A, I don't have nobody on this cast that's an ally. You're new. Be my friend. And also, oh my God, you're black too. So that I can get people off of me and say I don't have any black friends because now I have one. I think when she watches everything back after this season, if she goes back and watches it and looks at the total scope of things, she will realize that this girl does what her and her husband allegedly do, use up all their credit and don't pay the bill.
I do agree with you, Chase, that I don't think she has watched the other seasons much, just because, and I think that is also lending to her not getting to know the other girls, because I think she's coming in and sees Dorit being ganged up on and just is making up her mind, not knowing the history. Because yes, Sutton weaponized that comment 100%, but I was also okay with it. I was okay.
Given the history of what they've been through,
yeah, given the
also
history,
like who cares, right?
I'm okay with it, because Dorit has done it plenty of times to other people,
especially the Sutton.
Especially the Sutton. So I was okay with it for that reason, but I can understand how Bose, new coming into her circle, doesn't see that, sees Kyle going at her, sees Garcelle being, having remarks to her, sees Sutton doing her things to her. So in her eyes, Dorit is being ganged up on, and Erika is Dorit's only real friend. So I think that's why she's really only sticking to that side. I don't want these girls to do me that way, but little does she know, Dorit's the one that's going to do her that way. In a couple seasons.
I say this. I think a lot of things are kind of true in this, and I want to see how things end in the season, and I want to see the reunion to see just where they are, because we see a lot of relationships and friendships, but I don't feel like it's authentic from Dorit's standpoint. That's what I don't feel. I think Bose is probably like, Dorit is cool, blah, blah, blah. And she probably is obviously being herself in the whole situation, not really allowing the other women, You know, nothing bothers me more than seeing two black women on the cast and they're not bonding. I'm sorry. I just I just it don't matter. Like Miami, all these shows, I feel like on a cast of white women or whatever,
at least have lunch.
Like
where is their scene?
Like it bothers me to see that. And so like when you come, it's like coming into a room or whatever, and you see us, you say, hey, you just speak.
Or from across the room.
In this case, they don't film together. I mean, it's just no type of true interaction.
Barely see talk.
I don't like it. I just say that I don't like it.
I agree. Now I need to ask y'all, do y'all want to talk about this scene with Erika meeting with that interior decorator?
No.
I'm gonna say this. What we talked about this earlier in the season about her having nothing going on other than refurnishing this house. We don't care about this house. This house is small. If she ain't got no furniture by now, babies, you've been in the house 3-4 years. Please, we do not care.
And I will read this what I wrote in case we did talk about it. I said we meet and we see Erika meeting with designer and we get to hear for the 10 millionth time about what she's lost and what she wants to do to this shop.
I'm so tired.
Ooh,
and
so tired,
that man said, let's go on tour.
I don't know Martin Lawrence. Only Martin Lawrence I know is Martin.
I was like Martin Lawrence.
But this man clearly is a famous interior designer. I don't, as Sasuke just said, maybe she don't think she can afford it as way she be talking. I don't think so either. But she can definitely go down to the IKEA and furnish her house and be fine, honestly.
Because she was picking up that doggone box that was $600. Girl, get him earrings back.
No tea, no shade. Why doesn't she do like Anila did from Married to Medicine? Because she's such an influencer and get people to furniture brands to furnish her home. Like, who is working for her?
They don't want to deal with an alleged.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I forgot.
I don't think they want to deal with her. I mean, she doesn't have the best. She's like, allegedly,
Yeah, she might tarnish the brand.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot.
But was that man spraying sage or holy water? He's like, let's bless, and I just saw him spraying something in a little green bottle. But I do agree with what Sean said. It did look like Erika is living in like a mother-in-law. What you call the mother-in-law houses that be on the property of someone's house?
Oh yes, like in the outhouse.
That's what it looked like she lived in.
From pillar to post.
Yeah, it shouldn't take much to furnish that home. It's not that big.
All she gotta do is turn around. He said, "Let's take a tour." All she gotta do is turn around. Okay,
and there it is, and there's the door again.
Not that big.
You know that meme with Homer Simpson's dad when he walks in the bar, he takes his head off and puts it on and turns back around and puts it back on and walks out the door? There's his house.
All right, y'all. So we get ready for the Viper scene. So we see a couple little scenes of the ladies getting ready for the event at the Viper Room where Erika is being honored by Glad, marking her return to the stage with the debut of her new single, Dominoes. And no, it has nothing to do with pizza. While the ladies are getting ready, we hear some small talk. We see Garcelle let us know that she made up with Johnny Depp, and the other girl said, well, girl, bitch, you had an island, girl. And then we see Dorit and Erika talk about Kyle's communication with PK. Chad, I don't know why I keep thinking of Twitter. I just keep seeing PRK every time I type PK, but that's a whole other story. So anyways, we get to the event and the housewives gathering to support Erika's performance. I will say Erika looked very nice on that stage, speaking the word dominoes over and over.
Domino.
Baby, get rid of it. Vominos.
We see Kesha make an appearance, introduced as Kyle's friend. And then, we see Sutton have a chat with Bose, where Sutton is letting her know, B, I didn't like using that word weaponize to describe what I did. You could take B as B or Bose, however you want to take it. And Sutton says that she didn't say it to hurt Dorit, but Bose points out that she did, and she didn't take ownership of that or even apologize. Chase, and you might understand when I said I took a little issue with what Sutton was telling Bose. She's a very eloquent speaker, and I always have an issue when a white person says that to a black person.
She does it a lot. She did it with Anne-Marie last year too, right?
Yes. But I did like Bose coming back saying, you have a way with words too, and that's why you're so dangerous. I did, I did like that. So they all sit down to the table, and maybe it gets no better from here, because Kyle and Dorit start fighting about Kyle's chat meme sending. And Dorit tells her baby that her problem right now with her ex is that he's not talking to me, and that's hard when we have two young children. Support me, V, support me. Um, And so then, she says it's hard when I got two kids who don't even know about the separation. And Sutton points out that Dorit can't hide it from the kids forever. And I will say, while Sutton is absolutely correct, she should have kept them skinny legs closed along with her mouth when she made that statement.
Ow.
So then Dorit talk about how Sutton claims that she can always call her is BS. While Sutton says she's there and supportive, she isn't acting like it, as both Erika and Bose point out at the table. Erika even says in a confession that Sutton has a pattern. That she went after Erika, her lowest point, then after Kyle, and now after Dorit. So this sisterhood BS that she's always preaching is faker than the Walmart Birkin. Then Sutton says, forget it, and we're not friends at all, and I will only be cordial to you in the future. I will stop there before going into the other half. Cortez, anything on this part?
So with Bose and Sutton, my eyebrow did raise when she made by speaking so eloquent, because I'm like, okay, like, she does speak very clearly.
Like she's boss.
It's like, okay, Sutton. But like I said, I think she was right. Listen, I see comments about Bose. Who are you? She's a cast member, okay? She may be new. I'm just saying, she's new.
That's true. Fact.
She's on the platform just like everybody else, so she can ask whatever she wants to ask. Yes, she hasn't been around, but she's sitting at the same table with them right now. So it is what it is.
You know what, Cortez, you're right. I'm gonna say, can I say one thing? You're right about this. She is a cast member because either we want them to talk or we don't. Because we complain when Katie, Crystal say nothing. So. You know what?
They're lighting Kiana up right now because she doesn't say enough. So
So listen, I don't mind it because one thing she's doing is it may be against somebody that I like, but she's creating some kind of something, Because for a while I was honestly getting bored of Bose because all she does is sit and listens to Dorit, right?
It's like she's going right.
Now the Sutton and Dorit thing really took me out because Sutton, like, I don't know if y'all see the picture that I used for this show. But it's literally Sutton with her eyes rolling like this because she was just over it. Like Erika speaking to what she said, first of all, I don't agree with that statement fully because she did not come for Kyle. Because Kyle, she was basically getting her lick back at all the times that she was not being. She basically last year where Dorit is where Sutton was. So if it's okay for Dorit to be mad as Kyle, it was okay for Sutton to do what she did to Kyle. It's not her fault that she chose to go back at her when she was going through a damn divorce or settle whatever she's going through. And with Erika, like we saw that season, all Sutton did was ask the right questions. She did not do anything. She did not come at them like
she asked the questions that everybody was saying behind her back.
Right, like she was.
They literally had a scene that we saw where they were talking.
Everybody said it,
and they got to the house.
Right, Dorit even said so. Like, I need them to like not sit here and act like Sutton is just like the messiest person ever. She's really not. She's like finally clocking in, but she's still not like some of these ladies have been, in my opinion. And yeah, I like, listen, I like how, Sutton kind of did it. She was like, I get it, we're not friends because realistically, they're not. They are not like the best of friends. They've always been cordial, as she said. And so that's where I'm at with it. I didn't mind it. Like, I'm still Team Sutton. Yes, she was using that against her in the previous scene with the weaponizing whatever. I saw coming about them using the word weaponizing the privilege. Yes, child, weaponizing. It's always a word in these damn shows, but I didn't mind it. And that's why
it ain't colorism this time. Chase, your turn.
Please, not
or
that
dark, because what is that about? Dark
or dark,
so
please.
Dark.
Remember,
oh my God, that really took me through it. Yeah, I was in there like I have a dream. I was in here like Chase was the king that year, child. Can I just say before I move forward, I'm just so happy to be back home. I just wanted to get that out.
So much fun.
So happy to be back home. Okay, nah, Big Sut, don't piss me off. Talking about eloquent, because you did it last season with Anne-Marie too, and it's starting to make me believe that what you do is You throw out a couple of niceties, especially the old school niceties that you're throwing out, so that you can ease your concern and ease the tension for having to have a tense moment with a black woman. Just let it be. Because I actually didn't look at it as, I actually didn't want to look at this as a white woman versus a black woman. It was two women, right?
Yeah.
But now that you're saying eloquent, that is a dog whistle for a lot of black people who have been in these situations before, where a white person or a person that is not black kind of pats them on the head or
Uh-huh.
whatever. Oh, you're so
Yeah.
eloquent. You're so da, da, da. Yeah, I am. But what's the point? Why is that needed? Why is that
Because she
something
could have
that
easily
needs
said, "You
to
got
come
away
back?
with words." She could have said something as simple as, "You got away with words. You lethal with them." She could have said, and it's Bose so many other ways than eloquent or well spoken.
Absolutely. Now, because I really do feel like Bowles wants it with you, Sutton. But now, because you said that, guess what I got to do? I got to step on to the side. Go on, get a girl. I don't know what to say because you walked yourself into that. The whole, weaponizing thing. I think I've already kind of explained what I feel about that, so I won't really rehash that much about it. But here's my thing when it comes to Bose and Dorit. I really feel like, because there's this thing going around, which I probably am pretty much sure is not about Beverly Hills, but Bose left a message saying that something, a part of her, that was a big part of her life into the last year, she won't be doing it going forward. And so people are speculating that it's Beverly Hills. I don't think so. However, because it's no longer serving her and she's been looking at it and she's not cool with it or whatever. However, do I feel like Evolution Media, Bravo, and the girls hired a freaking crisis negotiator, or like what was Olivia Pope?
The fixer is what
Did they hire Olivia Pope to come fix Dorit in her bubble, her racist bubble? Absolutely.
I. Oof.
Because Bose is smart. Bose is intelligent. And Bose, I just don't understand why, for the life of me, Bose has not migrated amongst the other amongst the group. That is where it leads me to kind of like pull back a little bit and want to examine it a little further. Like if she had scenes with even Kyle one on one, normally that's what the girls used to do back in the day. Let me go have a scene with everybody, right?
Or
And
Erika,
now
who
this is
she
why I don't
has
like
gotten
it.
along, or even Erika alone, who she's gotten along
Got
with
along,
the.
yeah.
She's
Like
given an
something about that feels. Go ahead.
assignment. No, I said she was given an assignment. It seems like.
Yeah, it feels very like I'm here to fix Dorit, and I'm finna fix her. She's gonna be palatable to black people, and I'm finna get up on out of here because this is not what I want to do anyway with my life. I don't see me being here for a long time anyway. I took the check. I'm on to the next thing, right? Or I'm using this to put me out there further amongst the wider public platform. I done healed this lady, and we're gonna keep it moving. And y'all, good luck with y'all in the rest of the future. So I really am starting to feel like it's a bunch of bullshit, BS. Excuse me.
Cortez,
It's
put
not
up
no
that last
Tracy.
comment from Tracy.
Moses is more slippery than she is smart.
Rose is more slippery than she is smart. She's a snake.
Oh yeah. Oh, but no. But you see, listen. Everybody knows snakes are smart.
Yep.
There's no dumb snake. You got to be
I hadn't just
smart
heard
to be a
a lot.
snake.
It's true.
And then what
Mm-hmm.
happened for the rest of it before you broke down the rest? You broke down something about who?
Mm-hmm.
Sudden,
Oh,
it
I'm
was
just
sudden
getting
to
my
read.
old age.
Re-arguing.
Sudden to read.
Oh yeah, Sutton and Dorit. Just very quickly, Sutton and Dorit, right? So the thing is, if you know that you guys aren't close like that, then whether or not everybody agrees with it, everybody agrees with the message, and everybody's feeling that way. You're not the messenger, diva. Let one of her friends tell her that.
Yeah.
You're not the messenger. And guess what, Dorit? Your children know. They're not dumb. Children
Yeah.
always know. Why? Where's Daddy at? I don't smell his breath in the house.
As much as Dorit talks, they know.
They know.
Yeah, there's no way that they
We got
don't.
furniture this week. Oh, what Daddy at? Oh, okay.
They're
Like, come
probably
on.
happy. They probably happy you gone. That's why she been doing ballet now.
And that's
That's why she dancing.
we're not going there. Right down to
Um,
do your show.
But I will say this too. I guess no one else. It seems like if Sutton doesn't say these things, no one else is going to say
yeah.
it, and we're also not going to
And
have.
that's a greater
For
problem at
sure.
large.
That is a
Erika
red
should be the
flag.
one telling her that.
Who?
Erika should be the one out of the group telling Dorit these things.
Yeah, but Erica's not gonna do that. That's why she's over there saying, "Oh, Sutton is a bad person. Look what she did to us while we were down." Like no one is kicking.
Let it go.
Like, right, for one, Dorita's not down. And for one, Erika, you and Sutton made up. Y'all had a conversation. Y'all have been okay.
Yes.
So let's not try to go back on something that really didn't happen because you tried to fight that lady to death. Didn't tell me some or what? Or nothing. Or nothing.
What she say? What she say? Oh, but me and you, we can go all day long, sweet. We can go all day long.
Right.
And to be quite honest, like Antonio says, Sutton can be a nasty woman. They really don't want to let Sutton to keep going low because Sutton will go lower.
I think. Listen, let me tell you something. I like Sutton. Now
I love Sutton.
I feel that she may be allegedly a little smutty, little drunken, little white lady with a snarky mouth. Yeah,
I want to go drinking with her.
I'll say this too. Like in the scene with Bose. One thing I don't like that Sutton does is that she tries to tell people that they shouldn't feel away or they shouldn't say certain, like she was trying to say like, basically she shouldn't use the word weaponizer because they hurt her. Well, let's talk about how you may have hurt someone else with what you said. I think like with that and then the whole eloquent, like pat on the back and head, she's cool, but in moments like that, I don't think she knows how to get out of a corner. And it always makes it look like she makes herself the victim when really she may have done something that she could probably own up to and move past it. So I think that's where I agree with those in doing that.
One thing I'm enjoying this season though so far is that Garcelle is not coming to Sutton's rescue every moment. She's letting Sutton handle her own stuff with these girls that she's starting. I am appreciating that Garcelle is not playing save a Sutton this season so far,
and I'm glad because we know Sutton really ain't never really saved Garcelle
at all. Never returned.
All
right, so we get on to the final scene. So as Sutton slams the door on her and Dorit's friendship, Dorit turns back over to Kyle, says, "And you, I'm not through with you yet, B." And she turns back to Kyle and continues just expressing her discomfort and hurt over Kyle texting PK while their relationship is in a bad place. She emphasizes that given the current situation, those interactions feel inappropriate and disrespectful. And Garcelle says, "Would you be okay? Would you, everybody, chimes in a little bit, kind of letting them know they wouldn't be okay with it." And Kyle defends herself, explaining that her exchanges with PK are innocent, involving memes and jokes, and insists there is nothing more than that going on. She also publicly states her loyalty to Dorit, saying, "Obviously, I'm a girl's girl. I would always side with you. There is no question about that." But Dorit looked at her. It seemed like when Kyle said that, Dorit got even more pissed off. Because if you're a girl's girl, you wouldn't be texting my husband while we're arguing, while you and I are arguing, while me and him are arguing, because we know you're both talking about me. But Dorit doesn't buy it, and she remains angry, pointing out that if the roles were reversed, Kyle would not appreciate similar behavior. Things escalate with both of the ladies raising their voice. Dorit raises her voice. Kyle has had enough. She raises her voice, leading Dorit to say, "Don't raise your voice at me," after she yelled at Kyle first. Dorit does it a lot this season, by the way. Yells first and then tell you don't yell at her. But Dorit is letting you know that there is a new Dorit in town, one that is scripted, ready to save her job, and willing to do whatever it takes.
That's what?
Scripted, willing to do whatever it takes to save her job. And they continue to have a heated argument that disrupts the dominoes of it all. And the screen goes black, but we hear some glass breaking, and we don't even get a preview for next week. So that's where it ends. So I will start with you, Chase. What are your final thoughts on that?
Let me tell you something. I just want to say, baby, one thing about you, Danny. Oh, baby, every review gets better and better because you really ate that up. I just got to be honest about it.
Thank you.
She will cut a bee about her diamond. Okay, and I know it's a part I hate to read with every fiber of my being. But when it comes to my check, it's either me or you, and it ain't gonna be me. Every time it's gonna be you. I'm glad that you also called out because I was really struggling with trying to convince myself. So was I being gaslit into like feeling like Sutton yelled at Dorit first? Because I do not feel like Sutton yelled at Dorit. I do not feel like that. When they were on the sprinter a couple of
No,
episodes back.
Dorit has done it first every time, and then
Okay, I just was like, I don't see it that way, but okay, maybe I'm missing something. But I remember, I think even back then, kind of standing 10 tones down, like, girl, she didn't yell at you. And she wasn't even talking about you. She was talking about Erica, which is the nuance that if you said you didn't miss, you willingly stepped over it because you continuously tried to make it and everything else about you. Now, I feel like in my heart of hearts, there is nothing going on between Kyle and PK. It's just two of the boys shooting the breeze. Two boys drinking beers. Two of the boys texting, look at her tits, look at her tits. Like that kind of stuff. Like
yeah,
nothing inappropriate, like wildly inappropriate at least. So that's the one thing. But I had to put myself in the situation and say, what I like, I don't want you coming nowhere near my man.
Okay, that's my man.
Okay, and I don't give a damn if we going through whatever he say we going through, and you don't want
yeah,
to
that's
speak to
my
me.
man.
That's
Okay.
my man.
The stains on his teeth, them cigarettes put it down.
From the stains of his teeth to the
From the top
oh
of his
god.
head to the bottom of his feet.
Okay,
Um,
I used to wash the mugs.
Hello, Kyle. This
And
is Dorit.
Not hello, Kyle. This is the read.
I don't know if you're gonna be cool to come out of a bag on me. But I'm calling to tell you, stop texting my man. Okay? Now let me drag Garcelle into this a little bit. I was gonna whip on. Excuse me, I don't want to say that about a black woman. I was gonna get Garcelle together because I feel like that was something she could have told her. But I literally just said, if it ain't my friend, if I'm not the friend, and we all agree, we all agree that the friend gonna go ahead and tell her girl, because baby, better you than me. So she did
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. I had to think about it. She did absolutely right, and let somebody else deliver that news channel, whatever. It's out there. I done got it out there. But it just would have been glorious to see Garcelle make Dorit eat it a little bit,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, but yeah, honestly, I don't really have much to say. When it comes to Dorit and Kyle, Dorit has always been right.
Yeah. It's
uh,
like, yeah, Dorit hasn't been right, but I feel like Kyle's been right about Dorit too. They just both trash.
So they having a trash off, and like,
Yeah.
who cares? Just throw them both away.
And as much as I can't stand Dorit and the trash off, I'm on Dorit's side.
Exactly, because it's always Kyle is the lesser, like always,
Yeah.
always.
Tezzy?
so I just feel like you said, like Dorit is just on this mission to just really stick it to Kyle, in any kind of way, any scene, whatever. And in this moment, the girl code thing, yes, Kyle is wrong because she know damn well if Dorit was texting Mauricio in any kind of way or texting what's that the lesbian lady she was with allegedly last
Morgan.
Morgan, she would be livid. Okay, I'm just saying, especially considering like Dorit said to her point, he's not even really talking to her. So why? So what I don't like is Kyle trying to gaslight by saying, "Well, we haven't really spoken." So basically saying she didn't know what she was going through. She's going through something. I'm pretty sure she's thought about this for a long time, whatever's going on. So shouldn't be texting. Now where I'm on Kyle's side is because Dorit, when she brought the conversation back up, just like Kyle said, even though she downplayed it, like it was just some memes, whatever, right? She did kind of own up to it, acknowledged it, and that it happened. But Dorit kept going. It's like Dorit, like I said, she wanted to stick it to her. So I was on Kyle's side when she was like, "What the f do you want from me?" Like I acknowledged it, I said it. Like, what do you want? So then you have Dorit raising her voice. Honestly, like I said, it's episode 6, and I'm still drained of this back and forth between them two because I don't find it enjoyable. I don't think it's authentic. I think they have
Yeah.
never been friends. And
It's only episode 6.
yes, it
We
feels
got
like,
like 20 more to go.
and I'm gonna be, I'm going to go crazy, child. But yes, it's only episode 6. But they're having these issues, but also having issues with their husbands, men's ex-husbands, whatever. And I'm just not that invested into it. But as I'm watching it, my personal opinion, Dorit is going to be picking with Kyle and that's fine. I don't really like how, do it. But it does give performance a lot. It seems like Dorit is just ready because I did watch the after show. And in the after show, I did see where Kyle said that PK is one of the girls.
Oh.
They literally said that he's, and Erika agreed. You know what it took? It took me back to when Erika had an issue with PK with the panties. But Kyle and Erika said that PK was one of the girls, so that's why they should know it's nothing, right? But I just I hope that after this moment they truly are like done with it in terms of like done talking about it because
I'm exhausted.
it doesn't matter what Kyle says. It doesn't matter what Dorit is going to be ready to stick it to her any moment.
Let me ask y'all a quick question. I'm pretty sure we got callers and stuff like that, but let me just ask y'all a quick question. Just like keeping a real moment. If it were you and you were going through a separation and you have friends, how do you feel about the friends not choosing and still being friends with you and your ex? Because I've been on the other side where I've been a friend, and there are some friendships where it's like, okay, y'all broke up. Mwah, I see you in the club, baby. When I see you, hey, how you doing? Mwah, mwah. And there's been a couple of times where, well, I can't even say a couple of times. It's been like maybe one time where that was my friend too. You know what I mean? So I maintained a friendship with that person and still maintained a friendship. And for me, because I keep, how I roll. The two ends never met. We never talked. We never did none of that kind of stuff. But that was my friend too. You know what I mean? So as a rule of thumb, where are you guys at with the separations of friends in the dissolution of your relationship?
What I can tell you is I know what Dorit is because hasn't she been photographed with Mauricio?
No, I don't know that to be true. That's true.
I said hasn't, allegedly.
I don't know.
Let me say this. I think, me personally, it all depends on how the friendship was formed. If I was friends with your ex before you and vice versa, whatever, then I feel like I can't stop that, right? But me personally, you can call me what you want to call me. You can call me selfish, call me
no.
I don't give a damn. No. If you met my ex through me, you should not be friends with my ex. No, because I don't care how close y'all got. Y'all didn't meet because of me. That's just how I feel personally.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
And for me, it don't really depend much for me. It depends on how y'all broke up. Somewhat of a Cortez is how we met, but how did y'all break up? Because let me tell you, I have stopped being friends with people who have done my friends wrong. That I didn't even really like. Yeah, it depends more to me like how y'all break up too. I think that has a big to do in it. Because if it's amicable, it might not be such a big deal. But if there's tension and all that, but I will say in this case, Dorit and PK are not broken up. They still together. They still married. So it's almost like, why am I going to take a side now when y'all might get back together and then boom, now I look stupid. I'm still friends with you, but now this one don't like me.
It's not difficult to just not text somebody.
Talk it on.
I just feel like I get it, but Kyle, it's not killing her to not send memes. If all y'all send is memes, girl, go to Twitter.
Ain't no big deal.
To Instagram, like I get it. Like y'all don't have that kind of relationship. I don't think it should be that big of an issue. Like what she's talking about anyway. And yeah, Dorit and them are not whatever, but if what Dorit is saying is true, they are headed down a long path of.
They got a long way to go.
And this the 95th season, and I have never heard about Kyle and PK texting till now.
Yeah.
So we do have two callers in. We will bring the link is up. I know we forgot to announce it, but I put it in the chat and typing it. The link is up. We do have two callers. Cortez, if you want to bring the first one on.
Who we got?
Got Lisa in the new year. Hey Lisa.
Hey Lisa. Wow. Lisa, we got 60 seconds. Use it wisely.
Hey y'all guys. Happy New Year.
Wow.
Hey, baby.
Happy New Year. Hey, my baby. How you doing?
I know it's been a while. I'm really good. How are you?
I'm better. I've been sick. I've been sick. That's why I ain't been on the lean when y'all been live. Because I've been sick lately. But now let's get into this. I've been told y'all Sutton was a witch. Okay.
Now you got
and Baby Booze is seeing her, baby. Booze is seeing. Okay, I've been told y'all already know I don't like no dumb sudden, okay? Cause even Diana called her out up on it when they was on that trip. She called her, that C word, and everybody bust out laughing, even including Erika, bust out laughing. They said that's not nice what she was saying, but everybody agreed what she was saying was true. They know it's true what she be saying. Okay, and so no, 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 no. Then plus number one, yeah, you told her to call me when you need somebody to talk to. You told this girl on that boat that you kind of come at her. Now you want to come like you're a witch with a broom. Okay, so we still fire you so you can fly somewhere else on the broom. And I've been told she was racist. I've been told y'all that when she said that thing about Crystal, like I told her when her daughter friend went to Twitter and said, well, I had stopped being friends with this white girl because of her mother on a certain show. I've been told y'all it was more said what Crystal was saying, but Bravo and producers blocked that. Now I'm coming to find that thing. I'm this time though, I'm really most on the weak side. And I'm like if she finally found her voice. Because it took me a long time me to find my voice when people make me mad. I just take it. I just take it and just take it. And I do think they friendship have been for a long time. Cal and Dweek friendship both have been one sided. You probably a lot of stuff Kyle done did over the years, and Dweek said, "Okay, then that's just my friend. I'm just gonna accept it, and I'm just gonna move on with it, and I want to show the friendship." But I think this year, I think Dweek is finding her voice because she going through a divorce. She going through something with PK. I don't know what it is. Some people say it's fake. Some people say it's not. I don't not know. It ain't none of my business. I try to say I love people relationship.
Okay. Lisa?
Other than that, I love y'all guys. So and like I said, I agree. I agree with Boo. So you know what I'm saying too. And yes, I want to say happy birthday to my daughter.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday, Mini Lisa.
If you follow me on Instagram, you follow me on Instagram, you know that I post her picture today.
Well,
What's
Okay.
your
Lisa, you don't
daughter's
follow
name?
me on, you don't subscribe to No Chaser TV, so
Oh,
Well, I will look you up, baby. I will look you up. My leave him and kind of find your thing, baby.
okay, whatever.
Love
Find your
y'all.
thing too. Then have a good night.
Love you.
Good night, Lisa.
well, thank you, Lisa. We are always here for an eloquent caller.
Happy birthday to Lisa.
Um,
Come on, eloquent caller. Yes. And happy birthday to Lisa. Lisa's,
Yes,
I'm trying to get her name, but happy birthday to baby Lisa. That's what I'm
Mini
calling
Lisa. Yes, Mini Fab
her.
Lisa.
happy to the baby booze, baby
Happy
cocktail.
birthday.
Baby
Let's get
boo,
this next caller
okay.
to talk about booze.
Lovable
Baby
boo,
cocktail.
baby Lisa.
All right. And we have one final caller on. Hey, classy lady.
Hi. Sorry if I'm talking a little slow. I had some cough medicine.
Uh oh.
But
On that
You sound like
lean.
under the influence, are you?
You
I
on that lean on the lean.
Oh,
Okay.
but I just had a few things to say. Um okay, what was first? Okay, the first one was I think I personally feel even if you are married and happy, there is no reason for me to be texting your husband without you either you need to be copied on that text message or unless it's like I'm getting directions. I am you there needs to be a certain reason why um I'm texting another person's man for something. There's because you better be not texting my husband a meme without me knowing about it. It's not. It just seems disrespectful, inappropriate, and I fully understand everybody's Because I know for sure Kyle would not like anybody at that table texting Mauricio, toenail, or anything, um, at all. No, she wouldn't like anybody texting a worm to Mauricio. So, this whole meme thing, and even if they did used to do it before, now they're in a different space right now, as they all were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care if you think she's a girl, or he was called on the after show. It doesn't matter. That's still her husband, and if you gotta pick a side. If you want to be on PK's side, then okay. Don't try to pretend to be Dorit's friend. Then okay, it's kind of weird, but that's just how divorce is.
Mm-hmm.
And um, secondly, I wanted to say that I like Bose. I think that maybe perhaps Bose and Dory have they first caught on with like that couture, eclectic fashion sense, and they were really cool about all that kind of stuff. And Dorit found somebody who can listen to her talk, and that was all good. I don't think that Bose or Garcelle have anything against each other. I don't think they have anything that um like they can't be friends, but I don't think you have to force them to be friends just because they're black. I mean, like not all black people gotta be friends, just like on Atlanta and what's the other show? Uh
Potomac, baby.
yes, thank you.
Hey, keep in mind,
Uh
lady, we just said the interactions. We ain't said they got to be friends. You don't even see them.
well,
They don't even go to lunch. They don't even say, "Hey, I like your hair." Nothing.
Or they might not
well,
say that.
sometimes, well, one time, yeah, well, yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know. It's just like maybe they just like, hey, and they got nothing else to say. I don't know, but they don't. But I don't think that just because they're not like the best of friends, don't mean that they ain't cool. I mean, I don't see, as long as they're not against each other, as long as they stay at,
But they're not
um
even acquaintances.
backsides. But you can be a back what you call it, a um not illegal, not a backstage ally, or a invisible ally. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
that's true. But
And then lastly, I wanted to say was that I think that what's her name? I'm sorry, I took some NyQuil. What's
girl,
her name
Sutton.
is Sutton.
just tear
Yes.
your ass up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're fine. I just
It
said,
is your time, baby. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Okay, Sutton. I don't think Sutton's racist. I
No.
think that Sutton I think when she made that comment, because my eyes peeked up too when she made that comment. But I think when she said it, I think it was kind of like, "Hey, you can take a volatile conversation and make it to where, hey, it can be smooth sailing,
Yeah.
where nobody has to be mad, nobody has to, like corporate, when you live in the corporate world and in office politics and different speak, sometimes you learn how to speak in a certain way where everybody,
Mm.
you know how not to
Excuse me.
get into I don't know, fakeness. I don't know how
You
else
know
to
what,
say it.
class lady? I will say this. I do appreciate you. That is
okay,
that is
listen.
dedication.
I'm sorry.
No, no, you are.
Did that make any sense at all today?
Yeah, no, you did.
You made a lot of sense, but I think you need to take a nap.
Okay.
It's okay. Listen,
I hope you feel
I
better.
was laughing. All right, listen, for real. Thank you, class
Eh,
lady. I know you're gonna
eh,
be in Marcus Salt Lake City, okay?
Okay. Yes. And what's that? Okay, the guy in the chase. You have a show. What's it called? Because I was going to try to
No Chaser
watch it.
TV. I'm gonna have him plug it at the end before we say goodbye, so that you guys can
Actually, if you look at
subscribe.
his name right here, hold on. It's
Oh, No Chaser TV. And that's on YouTube?
yeah,
Yeah,
so you yeah.
Okay, I'll try to watch that. Because I was going to call you Dap, but I was like, no, that's not your name.
yeah.
Your
Call it
name
over there too.
Classy lady, you ain't sick. You sipping on that scissor because I've been on here for 5 fucking years and I've had a channel for
No,
almost.
listen. If she's not feeling well, I want you to feel better though. For real, all
Yeah.
jokes aside, get some rest and feel better because
The
this
flu
time
is
of year is not good to
real.
be sick.
Okay, thank you. I think this is this new boyfriend that I have. But anyway, I'll talk to you next time.
Well, you
Bye.
have a good
Shout out
night.
to everybody. You had fun.
What that was classy lady. That first of all, classy lady's been here for a very long time.
I'm
Classy
sorry,
lady, wait, no.
y'all.
First of all, classy lady just wrapped me up. Okay,
I will say, I do want to say one one thing.
You in the
Nisha,
corner.
go in the corner and sit in timeout because when you said let the mouse go,
It's okay. Listen,
Oh my
great
God.
show. Great show tonight. That's all I have to say right now. Great show.
She never cussed me out like that. No, I'm upset. Now I'm mad.
Let me quick thing before those that are watching Potomac, we did not do Potomac this week. So next week we will talk about this week's episode and next week's episode. And one Salt Lake City will be tomorrow, so that'll be. And I think we have 2 episodes left, and then the finale. So like, subscribe, and Denny.
no, and just know that we didn't review Potomac on Monday because everybody would have needed to war road because it was a boring episode. So we're gonna double up. But Chase, you want to let them know when you
Yeah.
next week and your shows? Go ahead and plug yourself, baby.
Well, thank you for allowing me to come out of my corner down there. Me, you.
Hold on, quickly, Chase. Is it / is it No Chaser TV? That right? I'm trying to put the
That's
link.
good. Because I don't know. Okay, while I got ate up, I don't even know where I'm at right now. It is No Chaser TV. I promise you, you guys, if you type in No Chaser TV, you will be able to find it. Oh, that's not it. That's somebody else. Hold on, wait.
That's not it. Right here.
No.
In the link in the chat.
Oh, let me see.
That should be it.
Chase, you ain't got on your glasses. You know you can't see,
baby.
No, that's not it. That's the that is not it.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
It's at No Chaser TV, I believe. At. So
maybe
the at sign, No Chaser TV. I don't know who the hell that is.
Hold on.
Oh Lord, I want to see people subscribe now.
It's a new year. Just bear with us. And I may have had some cough syrup too. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, that's definitely not you. Okay.
Let me go and delete that comment.
Not Ada James.
Who is he? I got to do a takedown now.
I'm deleting it, baby.
Maybe Classy Lady was right. I'm sorry, Classy Lady.
You literally can type in No Chaser TV, type in Potomac or anything Housewives. He does come up in the algorithm. He is.
Yeah, he do come up now.
Yeah.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, it pop up all the time. So you should definitely find that. And we've plugged this channel many times here. So y'all should be following by now. I'm just saying, it's a new year. It's about to be a year now, right? Almost a year.
Yeah, my first year is coming up in March, y'all.
Right.
Oh.
Well, I want to say,
no,
honestly,
Miss E, that's not him.
Don't follow whoever that is.
Unsubscribe, Miss E.
Let me see if I can find him.
They said I wouldn't make it.
Yeah, because they subscribing to that Rudy Poo.
So
yes, I'm looking right now. Oh, I'm gonna send it. I want to make sure y'all get it. This your video.
Oh, he Chase plugged it in.
You got it? Oh,
it's in there.
It's an underscore in there.
Well, it's
an underscore.
He did ask about it. Underscore.
Listen, you guys, I do want to say though, I'm always happy to be here. I ain't going nowhere unless they give me my pink slip. I'm always gonna be over here too, as long as they'll let me be over here. And I have a good time, and I love being here. I love them, and I love y'all. So that's what I want to say.
And with that being said, once again, thank you for coming here. We had the healthy, the sick, and shut-in was here. We had us a good time. We will see you guys tomorrow for
Salt Lake City.
With that being said, see you next time, Lena.
Bye, y'all.
We just all over the place, y'all. I'm just discombobulated. I don't know what's going on. Good night.